roller coaster of a game. I think we started off really well. We were very disciplined. We came out with a lot of energy. I don't know if they were tired. They've had a lot of five-setters. They've been traveling on the road, and so that second set, we let them off the hook. We had them, and we were serving out. We weren't as focused on our block and defense, and we gave them the momentum, and it kind of shifted in there. We played the matchup game all the first four sets, and I think we did really well. We wanted to capitalize on our biggest row, just attacking-wise in that fifth set. And unfortunately, when it got around to Nutsar being up, that's where we got exposed, and we've got to be better in those situations because we know it's going to happen.
The first set was strong. What do you think went into that first set?
I think the girls were really prepared this week. I think they took it to heart. Again, block and defense. We know that Orlando is one of the scrappiest teams out there, and so we knew that we were going to have to attack and attack again, look for more opportunities, and so I think they did a good job moving the ball around, hitting the deep corners, and then throwing some tips and roll shots in there. And then I think as the match went on, we got away with some of the stuff that we were doing really well that first set. Positives that we take away, again, we continue to work on starting matches very strong, and so I think that we have done that the last few. We just have to be able to last along. This is the first time we've played 5 sets in a little while, and so being able to last, 2.5 hours or longer, they've had a lot of practice with it. But I still think that we're doing some really good stuff. We're passing much better than we started the season, which is allowing us to spread our offense. We get our middles open. I think this was one of the matches that we didn't use them as much as we have, and that was probably a fault to ours, that we should have gone back to them a lot more. But when we are passing well, we are a great team, and I just think that we had our gaps up and down today.
That went up the middle early, and then maybe not so much late.
Yeah, I think especially with Ronika, we had her matched up against a shorter blocker, and she was very successful. I think there's times where we get into the heat of the match and we forget what those matchups are, and so we go away from it. Or we see a heavy hitter and we keep going back to them, even though they've got two blockers up on them, 3 blockers up on them sometimes, where we just get away from running our middles. We started to do that again in that third set when we switched sides, and Ronika was successful in third and fourth set, but it has to be a constant reminder for us to do it.
In the fourth set, you called a couple of timeouts early when you were up about 20 timeouts for a while. Did you have to change how you call it timeouts afterwards?
No. I think we didn't start off with momentum, and sometimes you just need to break the momentum for the other side. You need to rally for our side, and so if we're left out with no timeouts at the end, it's fine. We can use our challenges strategically, but we needed them in those moments. They had 4 or 5 point runs on us, and we needed to stop that.
You guys have had a lot of close matches recently. As you guys go on the road, what's the mindset of those close matches?
I think just discipline. That's been our fault in a lot of these close games. We've been missing a lot of serves, just giving them points. I think continuing to let the teams earn it each time. You don't ever want to leave the game thinking that, oh, we could have had it if we just did this or this better. Like, I really want to leave a game knowing that team beat me, rather than like we gave them multiple points. And so discipline on our side, it's a serve and pass game. I thought we passed really well at the end. We just couldn't put a ball away. And so credit to them. They were good on their block, but I think our passing was fine. We just need to find a way to execute faster.
Yeah, I agree with Ronika. It's finding consistency throughout the long matches. When we're at home and when we're away, can we consistently put a serve in? Can we consistently put a block up that's in a good spot and let our defense play around us? And that's something that we need to find a little more.
In the third and fourth sets, there's a couple of times where Orlando found the corner and they were able to squirt some players more. Do you feel like you adjusted well
I think going in, our plan was to play defense a little bit deeper. I think we struggled with that at times. I think they started to hit deep and we just didn't react to it fast enough. And so that's definitely something that we'll go back and I'll practice. Staying on our line, staying deep. They're a team that wasn't scoring in the middle of the court, yet we kept anticipating in those seams, playing a little bit more shallow.
I think back to that, we let off on our serving, and so they were in system a lot. And when a team's in system, they're going to find holes, and I mean, they run a fast game as well. So just being able to, again, stay disciplined and try to fill in on those seams as fast as we can. But we need to, if we're going to serve strong, if we're going to miss, then they need to be more aggressive. I felt like we were just letting it. We were stressed in our mind, probably bad thoughts going back there, or just when you think too much on your serve, that's when you're going to miss. I think we need to play a little more freer and keep finding our targets. They were passing dimes at the end, and it was just, they're a good team. They're a good team in system, just like us. So, I mean, their last 2 balls, they had all 3 hitters as an option. So, yes, serve the ball in, but serve the ball in with pace and try to get them out of system in any way that we can.
What are some goals and things you want to work on throughout the match?
I'd say limiting our errors. I didn't get to see the final errors that we gave them, but going into the 5th, I think we gave them 23, something like that, which is just far too high. They need to earn their points. We can't keep letting teams, especially, I mean, every team in this league is so good. And if you give them a chance, they're going to take it. Like we said, I think they started off a little slower, and we were giving them hope every time we were missing it. And credit to them, they took it and they ran with it. But on our side, we just need to stay disciplined, take a deep breath, go back there, find our consistency, find our rhythm, and then it'll come, because we're such a good team when we're in rhythm. But we lose that momentum every time that we go back there and hand it to them.
I think for us too, just again, going back to our style of play, I think there was a couple of times in the 3rd set and 4th set where they were just making some really spectacular plays. They were digging balls, they were playing close to the net, and the ball would come over on 2, or they push it deep, and we just were frantic in that. And so resetting and playing our own style of volleyball rather than trying to go and match their speed, because they play great Orlando volleyball. We don't play great Orlando volleyball. We play really good Mojo. And so again, just when we're activated, getting back to a set where a place where we can just reset and play our own style. And that's strong block and defense. That's strong serving. That's really good passing.
Yeah, I think we can just keep our foot on the gas when we're ahead, when we're even, just keep pushing forward. I think sometimes if we're ahead, we kind of let up a little bit and give them hope, let them keep playing with us. I think we just need to make sure that we're staying consistent and we're pushing ourselves to stay up, to stay consistent, keep those serves in, keep the hidden errors from really affecting us.